Hello. The topic of my research is the effect of politics on stock market in India. The price of particular stocks keep changing, and the reason for it is the demand of the share as well as how the company is doing in the market in general. There are multiple reasons for demand of a particular stock and endless reasons for how a company is doing in the market. But one factor that seems to be common for both is governmental policies and the way people and market react to it. Government is that one strong entity that has the power to create calm and chaos in the nation. So it was necessary to know how vital a factor government really is. But before that, it is important to know what exactly is the stock market. Stock market is an electronic marketplace where companies list their shares to raise funding from general public and make them shareholders in the organization. From a company's point of view, it is the right platform to meet people who are looking to invest their money in businesses, and from an investor's point of view, in financial markets, the risk of losing money is actually something that the investor does not have to face. The risk of losing assets is solely on the people who undertake investments as they are obliged to return the money. That way, financial markets are a really safe place to put one's money and get a guaranteed return on investment. A nation's government defines the business environment in which all the business and companies work. Government policies, when changed, affect every company's performance and their stock prices. There are different kinds of changes like regulatory policy, fiscal policy, monetary policy, and taxation which have a huge impact on businesses. Political stability will help an increase in the growth of the market. As soon as a firm or a particular sector is exposed to the risk of politics or political instability, it becomes difficult to predict how it will perform in the tenure of the center. Political parties are more or less biased towards their voters and the upper class people who can probably provide them with funds and growth. Research shows that right-wing parties mostly focus on the impressing part, working and favoring the upper class, whereas the leftists focus on the lower class and their atrocities. There are a lot of layers to this discussion of how political parties, especially the opposition, misleading promises, etc., affect the stock market of a country, and this is absolutely never ending. One of the major political events that affects the market is the elections. Amongst many other examples, there is also the interim and union budget, which creates a huge impact on market conditions, leading to ups and downs in the financial markets. Taking the 2019 Lok Sabha elections in consideration, BJP had always been considered an investor-friendly party, and if the perception about the government is good, people will have faith in the stock market. But if the government is indecisive, then there will be a decrease in foreign direct investments and investments by natives. So when BJP lost in 3 states, the market closed at a lower rate. But when it was revealed that they lost by a little margin, market was up again. The election impact on financial markets is very short term. The major reasons for any market to work or not work are majorly the kind of government at the center. More than the policies or the reforms, what matters is whether the government is stable and trustworthy or not. Coming to the research I conducted, it was divided in 2 parts. One was the survey where I invited investors of the stock market to answer some questions about the topic through a Google form. The other part was the interviews that were conducted with financial market experts holding immense experience in the field. Questions in the survey focused on what kind of investments do people like, along with how important do they think government has been in influencing their decisions in the past and present, and what is the future of the market according to them. Some common findings in the survey were that the respondents had a lot of knowledge about the market. They have faith in the market and feel that it has a bullish future. Most of the investors prefer long-term investments, and 60.8% of the people feel that government policies are one of the factors affecting their investment decision. Apart from this, majority of the respondents felt that the government has played a major role in keeping the market stable and will play a vital role in the recovery of the market after the pandemic. Through the interviews, it was observed that the experts believe that the government plays a major role in influencing the market sentiments and market indices, which are 2 vital factors that influence investor decisions. The government has been doing a fine job in creating reforms and policies in a way that it accommodates the needs of all the sectors. Present government has been extremely industry friendly, resulting in better growth of the economy. They also feel that the market is going to boom in the future. One of the problems this research goes through is the fact that a lot of people are still not aware of the concept of financial markets, despite it being a very important pillar in the economy of every country. The other problem is that the number of respondents are a very small part of the population, which gives a restricted perspective to the research. Further scope of this research is that more interviews can be conducted, case studies can be done on different political events and their after effects, survey on a larger number of audience, in-depth research about how government is trying to uplift the stock market during and after the pandemic, some research on why do people not invest based on political events, awareness about the working of the market around the time of budgets, elections, etc., a deeper understanding of concepts like market capitalization, etc. Overall, the research question, does politics affect the stock market in India, has been answered in this research. There has been a vast improvement in the way the stock market has reacted since the ruling party changed few years ago, and it has played a positive role. It has made old investors regain interest in the market and attracted new ones. Politics definitely affects the stock market in India, and it has a very important role in doing so, which gets done through various mediums, be it policies, announcements, bills, etc. Thank you.